John, we're going to talk about your Wimbledon memories. What's your first recollection of Wimbledon as a child, maybe watching on the television?
Yeah, actually, I remember growing up in North Carolina and watching it on HBO, actually. It was before, I think, ESPN or whoever had coverage of it. I remember HBO had coverage, and we were lucky enough to have HBO, and you wake up in the morning and watch Wimbledon. It was a pretty neat thing. I actually never imagined I would ever play in Wimbledon, but I certainly remember those early mornings getting up and watching.
Are there any matches that stand out that have lived with you for a long time?
Well, I mean, I saw Pete win so many times, but I think the Ivanisevic Rafter match when they played on Monday, it was sort of a pretty raucous atmosphere inside center court. I do remember watching that match.
Do you remember your first visit to the All England Club and how it felt being here?
Yeah, I guess I was in 2008 or so. So it was pretty special. I never played in Europe prior to 2008, actually. So it was all new to me, and I realized how fortunate I was to be able to play in this event then, and still very fortunate to be able to play in it now.
What's your favorite Wimbledon tradition?
Ooh, gosh, I just think the all whites. It's so cool. It's so unique. Everyone knows that when you're playing at Wimbledon, everything has to be all white. It's pretty cool. It's so unlike every other event we play, and it's very special.
Your name is forever joined with Wimbledon after that epic match with Nicolas Mahut a few years ago. What are your recollections from that? Do you ever dream about it or remember it?
Gosh, that match was I think it was 4 years ago today. Actually, I saw someone told me that it was incredible. I mean, I'm never gonna forget it. That court 18, I'll never forget that match ever. So it was a special match, and I'm glad I was able to share that moment with Nico. Both of us competed our very hardest in that match, and it was at the time it wasn't that fun playing in it. It was so exhausting, but looking back on it, it's very, very special to be a part of it.
You were out there practicing on court 18 just before the championships got underway. What
Yeah.
does it feel like stepping back out there?
It was pretty cool. I think I played one or two matches after that match on that court, but certainly every time I get even near that court, you see the plaque and see my name, and that's going to be there forever. So that's amazing. I mean, you can't ever take that away from me.